Hello again. In this video I want to show you a little idea for something you might want to incorporate into your own playing using two-handed tapping. Now, if you've seen any of the videos that I've done in the past, you'll know that I tend not to show you like things to play verbatim. I prefer just to basically give you ideas that you can go away and experiment with and make them your own. And what I'm going to show you in this video is a little idea based around a two-handed tapping pattern, and sort of like a quite mathematical approach to it. It's something I used in a little improv jam that I put on YouTube recently, and there's a bit in solo that goes like this. So I'll show you what it is that I'm doing in that two-handed tapping section, and it's quite mathematical, so it should be quite easy to follow. So what we're going to do, we're playing in the key of B minor in this example, and we're going to start off by playing a B at the 12th fret on the B string, just tapping that with the right hand, with the picking hand, then pulling off to a G at the 8th fret on the B string, and then hammering on to an A at the 10th fret on the B string. And just in a triplet pattern in this case. So we've got B, G, A. And as I say, this is quite a mathematical sort of pattern, because what we're going to do is play that through for, in this particular example, we're playing it through for 4 repetitions, for 4 beats. And then taking the lowest note in the pattern and dropping it down by, well, in this case by a semitone, we're taking it down to the next note in the scale. So if you think about, we're playing in the key of B minor, we've got a 1, a flat 7, a flat 6, we're going to go down to a 5, which in this case is the F sharp at the 7th fret, but we're going to keep the other 2 notes the same. So we've still got the B at the 12th fret, and we've still got the A at the 10th fret. So we've just gone down by a semitone with the lowest note. So now the pattern is this. So we'll go from now what we're going to do is take the middle note in the group, because this B note, this pedal tone, was always going to be the same. We're always going to be playing the B at the 12th fret. But now we're going to take the middle note in the group and take that down to the next note in the scale. So then this note is playing the A, which is the flat 7. So we're going to go down to play the flat 6, the G, with the B at the 12th fret and the F sharp at the 7th. So going from to okay, and then we're going to just keep that going by taking the lowest note in the group now, which is this F sharp, which is the 5th degree of the scale. Where we're going to take that, we'll take that down to the next note in the scale, which is the 4th, which is E, which is down here, but we're going to keep this G note the same. So we'll go from to that, and then we can take that G, that flat 6, and take it down to a 5th. Okay, so the whole lick through sounds like something like this. And that's the sort of pattern, and we'll just take that down, or we can kind of reverse it and start coming up the neck. And that gets us back to where we started from. So there's the basic pattern. You should be able to see from that, the approach is fairly, I suppose, mathematical is the word for it. You've got this idea of shifting one note at a time in a particular way as you go down through the scale, and as you come back up again, just raising one note of the group each time. And then I'm just playing it as a straight triplet pattern. But of course you could play it with other phrasings rather than just that straightforward. You could play something like four note pattern rather than three. You know, just experiment with different groupings. So like I say, I don't really get into showing you how to play things verbatim. I prefer just to give you a basic idea, something you can experiment with. So really, the idea here is about finding yourself a group of notes and finding ways to move through the scale by changing one note of that pattern at a time, and then just being able to move the group around steadily up or down through the scale. There's a few good reasons why it's good to have some ideas like this sort of in your lick vocabulary. First off, it's something else you can play. It's another idea when you're doing soloing. Also, because it's quite a mathematical formula, it doesn't give your listener any nasty surprises. You can kind of feel the way that the lead line's moving, and like I said, there's no nasty surprises. You can kind of feel it moving through the scale, but you're not just playing a basic scale pattern up and down. You're actually playing around with the notes within the scale a little bit. And another reason why it's quite good to have quite a mathematical pattern like this, something that doesn't take a whole lot of brain power to kind of process where you need to go, is if you're playing like a solo, you're improvising, and you find yourself just not stuck, but you just need to kind of catch your breath and reorientate yourself. If you get into a pattern like that, you can play through for 3 or 4 bars, and you're not having to have a whole lot of thought process into what you're playing. So it allows you to think a bit more about the piece in general and reorientate yourself and think where you want to take it now, and let your brain chew away on that while your fingers are going through a fairly well rehearsed, fairly metrical sort of pattern. So it's useful to have it in your vocabulary for that as well. So like I say, it's just an idea. Think about taking patterns of notes, altering them, and then being able to take that alteration and move the whole pattern up or down the neck, up or down through a scale, and see what you can come up with. Get some ideas to incorporate into your own playing. Okay, so have fun with that, and hope you found that useful, and I'll see you in another video sometime soon. Bye for now.